guys, welcome to my first ever sewing room studio tour. So back in 2010, I started my business, my current business, and I opened it up at my other house that I had. It was a big house, so we lived downstairs and I had my office upstairs. And, I started doing my own like children's puzzles, doing sublimation. That's how I got into sublimation. So I've been doing sublimation since about, like 2012. And then I started doing like children's bookmarks, children's t-shirts. And then we moved into this place in 2016. And I still had my studio over there until COVID hit. And then we had to sell that other house. We were renting out the bottom, the first floor, and I still had my office upstairs. But when COVID hit, we just couldn't afford to mortgages. My husband, being a pilot, got furloughed, and it was a horrible mess during COVID. I'm sure a lot of you could relate. So we actually got rid of that house and I moved all my stuff here. Now I went from 5 rooms for a studio where I sewed. I had a separate shipping room. I had a separate heat press room. I had a separate like sewing embroidery room, and I had a separate like computer room. So I had 5 rooms and I went down to 2. So it's been a little challenging, but I can show you pictures of what it looked like when I first moved in here and put all my stuff here before I remodeled it. And it was just a mess trying to combine everything in one room. But we did it, and so I'm going to give you a tour of my current sewing room. And so let's go check it out. Okay guys, this is the room where I do all my sewing and embroidery. Got my embroidery machine right here, heat press. So this is like the production room. And then over here is where I do my designs on different things. So my computer, my husband's computer. So we'll go in there in a sec. Okay, let's go in. So over here is what I call my fabric wall. Now I use only basically 2 fabrics. This one right here, it's a linen fabric. I use it for my Christmas stockings that I do during Christmas, and this is my satin fabric right here on that roll, and that's stabilizer for my embroidery machine. And this fabric, which I don't use until Christmas, it's minky. It's a white minky type of fabric that I use for the cuffs of the Christmas stocking. So that will come down lower as I get closer to Christmas. So it'll be easier to unroll. But got my TV right there. It's always nice to have in your sewing room. And this is where I keep all my boxes. And even poly mailers for the larger ones. I keep them right here in the larger tissue for my Christmas stockings. These boxes are for Christmas stockings. And I got a bunch of different sizes. I used to do a lot of mugs. I got a mug press right here. I used to do a lot of kitchen items, and I stopped doing kitchen items because the utility fabric was getting harder to get, like for pot holders and oven mitts. So I decided to stop it, and I still do have the mug press because I still do some mugs, but even doing mugs takes quite a long time. So it takes 4 minutes to cook. So I just lost like the passion for it. So I stopped doing kitchen items mostly. Always did t-shirts, but yeah. So I decided to put that up there just in case I get a mug order on my other Etsy store. But eventually I'm not going to sell mugs anymore. So this craft tower has been awesome. I got it on Amazon, and I mean, you have your pegboard on one side, and you can put your own little what you need for your tools. Can never have enough scissors. So I hang my rulers here, my grid rulers, and these threads are for closing up scrunchies. because I do it by hand. So I have extra colors for that, and it spins, which is great. And this is my extra embroidery thread. These are like samples of thread that I don't use a lot of, like the colors. And then I put my more poly mailers right here. And this is what I send my scrunchies in if it's just a single scrunchie. And here's the tissue paper for other items like the gift boxes that I do. I use some tissue paper for that. And then I got more poly mailers underneath for kids shirts that I do. I do embroidery, a lot of embroidery. So got that under there. That's just chalk to mark fabric. And I got my vinyl for applique down here. And then it has like a board and a couple drawers. So I got a bunch of stuff in here. Just got my tags that I put on my handmade stuff and more tags. And then I got a lot of shirt grids that I use to find centers of shirts. These work awesome. These are great. So maybe I'll do a vlog with me doing shirts. And down here is where I keep all my oils and an iron in case I need it, and a spare scale. So I got all my oils for my machines right here. And let's see. Yep, more threads. These are colors I don't use on my embroidery machine too often. So they're right here on this rack. And then there's more scrunchy threads that I have right here that haven't been used yet. And this is my Juki. I love this Juki. It's a DDL 8700, and I love it. It's like, I use that 8 hours a day, 6 or 8 hours a day, and it's awesome. I actually had to put this together too. It came in pieces. I had to put the stand together, so it came in 4 boxes. I had the table in one box, I had the stand legs in another, and then the machine came in another box, and then I had another box full of parts. So it came in 4 boxes, so I had to put it all together. It was fun. It only took me 3 days, so. I got my brother's serger right here. This is a great serger. Never has let me down. It's great. It's the Brother Lock 1034D. And I got a great view, guys. I love it. It's Vermont mountains that you can see from here. But yeah, we live in an 80s house, so we haven't changed out the windows yet. We just bought this place back in 2016. So it came with like pink carpet, pink and blue carpet, which I guess it was an 80s thing. But anywho, we're gonna change all that, hopefully in the near future. And this is some bins where I keep my applique fabric. Got some mermaid fabric and just solid colors that I like to use for applique kids shirts. I got some spare sublimation fabric, and I got a lot of canvas fabric down here for like my zippered bags and my bucket hats. So that's just spare fabric. Okay, so here's my sad scrunchie inventory. So I keep my popular designs in these small bins, and I usually only make like 10 or 20 at a time, usually 10. Like once a week or twice a week, I'll do 10 every few days of each design. And I use a lot of shrink wrap for my products, like if it's a, like when I do placemats and stuff for my other Etsy store. I still do placemats, coasters, and handmade. And I stick them in this plastic wrap, and I shrink it with a heat gun, and it's to protect it in case the box, because I mail them in boxes. So if the box gets wet, then the actual product won't get wet. And I use these bags for my scrunchies to store them and to send them so that they are protected. And I use these for my socks for the same reason, and they're perfect size. And I buy that from Uline. That's what the socks look like inside the bags. There you go. And scrunchies are in here. They're not sealed yet because I put a tag, like a hang tag on this, like a cardboard hang tag that I make. So actually I think this one has one already. Yeah, see, like that. So there you go. So that's my sad little inventory. But it's great because as you notice, I haven't kept any. This is what I mean. Like, I have no room for like extra fabric other than maybe this bin here for applique. So being able to print on demand, like the different scrunchie patterns and bags and whatever, is very convenient. And this is my heat press. It's a Geonite 16 by 20 heat press. And it's the best thing ever. If you notice on this particular heat press, it's higher. So you're not like burning your knuckles if you're doing like a t-shirt or something. Which if I had a previous heat press that I used to have over here. I just got rid of it because it was taking too much room. I couldn't put my scrunchies here. But I was always burning my knuckles on this upper platen. So this one's been great. And for this heat press, it has extra large handles so that you have more, like, you don't have to really, you know, use a lot of strength to close it. You could probably close it with one finger because of the extra, how the handle sticks out like this. So it gives you extra leverage, which is also a plus, which I also like about it. It's a neat design. I really love this heat press. And here's some cover paper that I use. You have to use like a protective sheet whenever you're doing printing your own fabric or even a t-shirt. Now this is newsprint. I don't use this for anything that's white. I use butcher paper. So I got some, I had to order more. This is all I got left for butcher paper. It's good for your satin fabric, so it doesn't leave any mark. Underneath, I have miscellaneous items. I don't have everything labeled. A lot of this is just like sewing, like needles and stuff like that. Oh yeah, and I got my grommets. These are extra large grommets that I don't use. There's some, a bunch of sewing stuff in here. And yeah, they're just covers for my sewing machine and my heat platen. Yeah, and then I got zippers. Bunch of zippers in this one. I got my scrunchy elastic, some spare scrunchy elastic. And oh yeah, I got my ribbon in here for tags. And I used to do drawstring tote bags, so I used to use this drawstring and tote bag handles. So I used to use that for my handles on my tote bags. And of course, coasters. These I don't really use anymore. Like I said, I used to do a lot of kitchen items, but I stopped doing them. I just wasn't enjoying doing them. And I got mouse pads and some masks when everyone was wearing them, and more mouse pads. So I do have it semi-labeled, and these are experimental bags of designs that I was trying. Yeah, I think I have to get rid of my labels on these. More mouse pads. Got a lot of mouse pads. Some socks. Socks that didn't come out right, so I keep them in there. These are longer ankle socks. I mean, knee-high socks. So I got those in here. I don't really make those, only because they're too long. I don't know if anyone would really like them. All right, now this is my grommet press, which is awesome. That's what I make. I sometimes use that for my zipper bags, and I'm thinking about using them for the tote bags, like doing not a grommet, but like a rivet. And these are grommets, and these are what I use on my zippered bags on the zipper. It's a zipper pull. So based on the design, like I have a lot of like dog and cat designs, so I'll put that on the zipper. And I got one that's a unicorn. I got several unicorn designs. I'll put that on the zipper. And I had a hand grommet tool before I bought this. That is extremely hard to use. just saying. You have to have a lot of wrist strength, which I do not have. And okay, so I got more pulls for my bags. And I buy all these on Amazon. And this is a different cat one. And I got cupcakes and cactuses. So these all coordinate with designs I currently have. And I used to make shell jewelry. These are for like necklaces or earrings, but I don't do that anymore. So I've been in sublimation, oh gosh, I've been doing sublimation for about 10 years. So I have a lot of stuff that I have down in the basement and totes that, you know, substrates that I don't use anymore. So I might sell them, not sure. I have a lot of different substrates. Okay guys, this is my storage for my t-shirts. And I only keep about 5 of each size and each color available for, you know, ready to take out. So these work out great, these drawers. So I got 2 colors in this one, but each one is labeled. I started keeping my scrunchy tote bags in here. I gotta actually probably get another one of these cabinets. They're actually 2 cabinets. The upper ones have like just regular shelves, and then you can add the doors, which costs extra. But I love these because this protects, you know, what's in here, like the t-shirts. Right now I have kids shirts, like polyester ones to sublimate on that side, and I got kids embroidery t-shirts on this side, like the Flutter. Got Flutter t-shirts. And then I got the Raglans. I got pink and I got the gray up there. So this really protects it. Like if you have something that needs to be like totally dust free, like I have a lot of, there's my remaining mugs. Once those sell out, I won't be selling them anymore, but I got like the aqua topper to put on like fleece when I'm embroidering. And I got extra clear bags that I package my shirts in right here. They look like this actually. They're just clear bags, and I got different sizes on this shelf. And I got some vinyl right here that was too long to fit in my other cabinet for applique. I also keep my vinyl rolls right here. I like to keep those dust free as well. And I got some Mighty Hoops that is stored there, and some bolts of fabric that I don't use often. And that's some spare satin fabric right there too. This is basically like spare if I run really low type of fabric. That's when I know to order more. And I also have 3 bins over here, which is why I think I should get another setup like this. Now these are actually closet made, like closet organizers, but they work really well if you have like an office. That way you can see what's inside. And because I don't like having like solid doors where you can't see what's inside or where. I like to see how much inventory I have on hand, you know, right off the bat, without opening up a door in order to see it. But yeah, so I think I'm going to get another setup like this one. Maybe put it on the side right here. But that's my setup for my shirts. I got like pretty much every color. That's my light box to take photos of my products, which you've seen in another video. And this is my Racoma. And this is a 15 needle commercial embroidery machine. I love it. It's really easy to use. I use it a lot, especially around Christmas, because I am embroidering the cuffs, personalizing Christmas stockings a lot during that season. And you notice my wall here, I still haven't, I'm still trying to figure out what to do. We actually started this wood plank stuff for the wall, but we only have 2 boxes left, and it will only take it to about right here on the wall. So I'm thinking just putting it up to like where this one ended, like right here. Just put 2 more rows right here, and then doing like a shelf across, and then just painting the upper part of it. I mean, we have really tall ceilings here, so as you can see, I didn't think that would show because I thought I was going to do all this wood all the way to the top. But they don't sell it anymore, and I don't think I would even buy it right now because everything's wicked expensive. So yeah, I'm still trying to figure out that wall. And I got a bunch of stuff on top. It's kind of messy, but I used to make pillows, so I used to make the pillow inserts as well, and that was part of for the pillow inserts. And then I got a bunch of Uline bags up here, so when I run out in my cabinet, I just grab them from up here. I got a spare sewing machine. One of my old sewing machines is up here. It's a Brother 6000i, I think it is. And then I got another mug press, and I got a bunch of other stuff up there. I got bubble wrap that I don't use anymore. So that's that. I really like this system though. And I actually have links for all these. I bought these on Amazon. So I think they're actually cheaper on Amazon than they are like on Wayfair and stuff. But anyway, I have links below if you are interested in something like that for your office. And guys, if you see something that you like, and I didn't mention like where to get it or what it is or whatever, just let me know and I'll answer and give you links to stuff. But yeah, that's my system right now. It works great for t-shirts. Okay, this is my office where I do my design work on this computer. That's my sublimation printer. This is an SG800. It's an older one, so I'm probably gonna get a new one before the year is over. I had this for quite a long time. I think it was like around 6 years I've had this one. And my regular printer, and that's Eric's desk. And this room used to be pink. I have not finished painting this room yet. So still got this wall to do. And we have a fireplace in our office, which is kind of neat. And let's see, we got oh yeah, and I got my thermal label printer here. So this is where I also print my labels for my orders. And let's see, we got a spare desk right here and a bathroom behind this door. It's kind of a beat up desk, so I'm trying to figure out what to do with it, but I keep mostly my office paperwork here and cardstock on the top, some spare ink. It's kind of messy, but that's my office paperwork right there. Yeah, so I guess that's it for the office tour. Nothing more exciting in here. Well guys, that's the end of the tour. I hope you enjoyed it. If there was something in here that I didn't mention, where I got it or what it was, just let me know in the comments, and I guess I'll see you guys next week.